Hello everyone, I am Dr. Bhavna Joshi and I will be taking the subject childhood and growing up. This subject is in B.Ed first semester with the code B.Ed 101. So today we will be studying about the topic principle of growth and development, which is in your first unit, and in this basically we will be studying about the principles on which growth and development takes place. So let's start. The first principle is principle of sequence. Principle of sequence means development follows a sequential pattern. This sequential pattern is based upon two principles. The first principle is cephalocardal principle, which means that the growth will be from head to toe. That means we begin to grow from head to toe. And the second principle is proximodistal principle, which is as it is written near to far, which means spinal cord, which is said to be the center of our body of an individual. That spinal cord develops first and then the outward development takes place. Now, the second principle, principle of continuity. Principle of continuity means, as we have already discussed in the last lecture when we discussed about the definition of growth and development, that the growth and development is continuous in nature. Development, it starts when the child is born and it goes on till the death of the person. So, whether the development is physical, intellectual, social, emotional, it continues gradually until these traits reaches their maximum growth. So, the third principle is the rate of growth and development is not uniform. Development occurs at different rate for different parts of the body. Different aspect of physical and mental traits develop at their own rate and reaches maturity at different times. In some areas, body growth may be rapid, while in other areas, it may be slow. The fourth principle is principle of individual differences. As we all know that no two individuals are alike, even the twins are not alike. Everyone is different from each other. So individual differs individually with regard to their time schedule. That is, all children first sit, then crawl, then stand, and then walk. But this procedure may differ from person to person. Like for example, a child start crawling at the age of 6 months, whereas the another child may start crawling at the age of 8 months. So there is individual difference with respect to growth and development. Same way we can say it is based on gender also. Boys and girls have different development rates. So each child grows at his own unique pace. Next principle is principle of integration and interdependence. Whenever we talk about a child, we talk about him as a whole. As a whole, when I say, it means the overall development of the child, which includes physical also, social, emotional, sensory, cognitive, language, communication development. So as a whole, all these type of developments are interrelated to each other and interdependent to each other. It is not so that a child will develop only and only physically, but not cognitively, not language wise, not socially, not emotionally. No, rate of speed may differ from person to person. It may be physical development could be more and emotional could be less, but it is not that they are not interrelated. They are very much interrelated. They are integrated and they are interdependent on each other. So the next principle is principle of interaction of hereditary and environment. We all know that development is caused by both hereditary and environment. An individual is a product of both hereditary and environment. Both hereditary and environment plays a very important role in physical, intellectual, emotional, social development of the child. So it is very important. With hereditary, the environment in which the child is growing is also very important with respect to the growth and development. Next principle is principle of predictability. Yes, development is predictable. It is very much predictable. The rate of development may vary from person to person, as we have already studied about it. But the rate of development for each child tend to be fairly constant. So we can safely predict the physical, mental, social, and emotional development of the child. It may vary from person to person. The rate of development may vary, but it will happen, that is for sure. Like, for example, a 1 year old child will start crawling, will be crawling, or will start walking. It differs from person to person, it differs from child to child, but it is not so that the child will not be able to stand. We can easily predict that by this age the child will be able to develop physically this much. So development is predictable. Next is principle of spiral and not linear. See, growth and development is never linear. It is not always, like a straight line. It is not always at same pace. Sometimes it halts. Sometimes it is very rapid. Sometimes it is very slow. So the growth and development is on the principle that it is spiral like a wire. No, it is going round and round. Sometimes it is halting, sometimes it is rapidly growing up, sometimes it is slowly growing up. So path followed in development of a child is not straight. At a particular stage of development, after the child has developed to a certain level, there is likely to be a period for rest, of consolidation of the development progress achieved till then. So the next principle says that principle of orderly development. See, development proceeds from journal to specific. It is always journal to specific. It is in a order. Orderly development, it is in a order. It starts from journal and it goes to specific. Like, for example, infant moves his whole body with his legs before it coordinate the leg muscles well to crawl or walk. So first he will just moves his whole body. He doesn't know about the leg muscles coordination. So first it will be movement of the whole body, then it will be the movement of specific leg muscle. Next is principle of interaction of maturation and learning. See, growth and development occurs both as a result of maturation and learning. When we talk about maturation, it refers to the changes in development organism due to the unfolding of abilities, traits, potentialities present at the time of the birth. And learning denotes the changes in behavior due to the training or experience we are giving to the child. So learning have a great influence on growth and development, and maturation provides the base for learning. So we can say that it is a journal pattern of individual behavior, that growth and development is interaction of maturation as well as learning. So these were the principles of growth and development. I hope you all understood it. Now it is very important to discuss about the role of teacher and development and school in facilitating this growth and development. What a teacher and a school can do. Firstly, suitable environment for proper growth. Yes, it is very important. Giving the child a conducive and suitable environment for growth is very important. Then only that growth and development will take place. Secondly, pay attention to their individual pattern and growth rate while planning a course. Whenever you are planning the course for the child, it is very important for a teacher and a school to know that what is the growth pattern of the child till this particular age. how much intellectually the child would be developed, or average child would be developed. It is very important to plan the whole course of studies. Third is arranging learning environment to maximize development. Yes, you have to arrange the learning environment such that there is maximum development, whether it is intellectual, whether it is emotional, whether it is social development, or whether it is language development of the child. So providing that learning environment so that there is maximum development is very important. Then fourth point is empathetic behavior. Empathetic behavior of the teacher and the administration of the school, that they are empathetic towards the child. They know, they feel the pain, the process, the problem which the child is going through. That is empathetic behavior, and it is very important for a teacher to know about his or her children, students. So next is arranging guidance services. Again, it is very important. When the child is growing, lot of changes, hormonal changes are going in the child. So it is very important for the teacher, for the school, to provide guidance services to the children. Next is proper knowledge of developmental potential of each stage. As a teacher, pupil teacher, you all are studying this topic. Why? Because it is very important for a teacher to have the knowledge of the developmental potential of each stage. Which each stage? There are various stages in the development which we will study in the coming lectures, like infant, then early childhood, then later childhood, then adolescent, and then adult. So a teacher should have knowledge of the developmental potential of each stage, particularly that stage which the teacher is teaching. The last point is diagnosing potentialities. Yes, what are the potentialities, what are the abilities, what are the capabilities of a child? How a teacher can flower those abilities to the fullest, can, because this will help in overall development of the child. So these were the role of the school and teachers in facilitating growth and development. So today we studied about the principles of growth and development and the role of teacher and school in facilitating these growth and development. I hope you all understood this topic. Thank you very much.